Let's take a look at the chart action for Bitcoin. Okay, so here's the main things that I'm watching on Bitcoin. We had resistance, resistance. I was watching this trend line right here. I was waiting for a breakout to the upside. It looks like we're getting rejected right here, or at least we got some resistance and we're pushing to the downside. I think the other main thing that I'm watching is this trend line going up like this. If we switch over the 4-hour time frame, it looks a little better. We have resistance and resistance. I'm watching this trend line going up. If we break this trend line going to the downside, or this is the next spot that I'm looking at for support, possibly in this area right here. Maybe we could get a bounce right there. I'm also watching these Fibonacci retracement levels, something like that. We have the 50%, the 38, and the 23%. I think these are the possible spots that we could get bounces on. But if we break this trend line going to the downside, then I'll be looking at these spots down here, which are the previous bottoms. If that sounds interesting and you want to see more detail on how I got there from scratch, let's go ahead and delete everything and I'll give you more details. All right, so let's go ahead and delete everything. One of the main things I was watching on yesterday's video was this resistance and this resistance, this support and this support. Let's go ahead and draw some trend lines. Right now we're on the 4-hour time frame. We have a downtrend like this, and then we have support right here. It looks like we're coming in and testing this support right now. It looks like we kind of wicked down, but I'm still kind of curious where we're going to close right here, or where the next kind of couple candles are going to be. Are we going to continue to head down, or are we going to get a bounce and kind of retest this little trend line that we have going right here? I was saying it kind of looks like a flag pattern or pennant pattern, and if we can break to the upside, then we can maybe drag from the top to the bottom, something like that, and then drag that to the breakout. But we have to break that top line first. And I said if we break this bottom line, then I'll be looking at the previous support levels, something like that. I mean, for more support, let's say if we get bounces on these spots right here. I'd been looking at this spot and this spot right here for a while, and I'd also been looking at the Fibonacci retracement, like I was saying in the beginning. We had an uptrend like this, and then we broke that uptrend going to the downside. So after that, what I did is I set up a Fibonacci retracement from the bottom of the trend to the top of the trend, something like this. And as you can see right now, we've already been bounced on that 38% level once, got a nice little move up, and then we got rejected and started heading down. Right now, it's possible that this is a good spot because we're still on that 38% level. I like the 38% level, the 50% level, and the 61% level, but and especially the 51 and the 61 right now because they line up with this spot and this spot pretty much. So let's go ahead and do some horizontal lines. These are the next spots that I'm looking at going to the downside. Like I said, you could also argue maybe we could put one even where we're at right now at the 38% level. We're a little below it, so this might be a good spot, but it might go a little lower. I'm not sure about that. The spots that I'm looking at though are this one, and these are sitting at 40,000. This one here is sitting around 40,963, and that's the 50% level. And then we have the 61% level sitting around 39,823. Those are the spots that I'm kind of looking at next. The other thing, like I said at the beginning, is we have this uptrend right here. We have support and support. We haven't broken this uptrend yet. Let's go ahead and do a trend line, something like this. So if we break this trend line going to the downside, something like this, then I'll be looking at the bottoms or the previous bottoms. And we have a bottom if we zoom out right here, and then we have a bottom right here. So let's go ahead and do some more horizontal lines. This is just if we break this trend line going to the downside. So let's do something like that. And I think I was looking at like 29,600 approximately, somewhere around there. And then we had another one, another bottom. I'm looking at the wicks, or I'm looking at that one. I was looking at kind of the wicks, kind of the bodies. Going a little low though. On this one, I think I went a little lower. I was looking at the wicks sitting around like 33,000 or something, maybe even lower. Maybe 33,100, 200, somewhere around there. Let's see what 200 looks like. Maybe 33,200. I don't know, somewhere around there. I know I was kind of shooting for the wicks. But these are the next spots that I'm looking at. Like I said, also, if we jump over to the daily time frame now, we also have this target that I was looking at as well. Let's go ahead and delete some of these ones because we can just focus on this for now. We had, actually, let's just go ahead and delete everything. We had resistance right here, resistance, resistance, and this target kind of is the same. It's practically the same target as the flag pattern that I was talking about. We had this little flag pattern, and I'm basically targeting from the top to the bottom right here anyways on both the patterns. But if we drag from the top to the bottom right here on the daily time frame, this might be a little smaller target, but I'm looking at something like this. If we could break this trend line going to the upside, then I'm kind of looking at this target as well as this previous resistance. I've been talking about that for a while, that I kind of want to, if we could break out of this zone right here, then I'm looking at this zone up here, and the top is sitting at around 52,000 approximately. Then what I'm kind of thinking is maybe we could trade up here and then try to go for the next one if we continue this uptrend. Like I said, we still have this spot and this spot. Let's go back to the 4 hour until we break this trend line going to the downside. Let's do it real quick. We have support and support. Until we break this trend line going to the downside, hopefully we can hold support on it and push to the upside instead of breaking through it and targeting the next bottoms. That's just what I'm thinking. Let me know if you agree or disagree. If you like crypto, you should join my Discord and we could chat about crypto on there. If you're new to the channel, check out this video right here. It's about buying and selling. If you're brand new to crypto and you're brand new to trading, check out this playlist right here. It'll help you get set up in TradingView and help you follow along with the videos. All right, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up and I'll see you in the next one.